All right, let me check this here real quick. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, looks like we are live. Sorry about that, guys. Still getting used to this new software. I want to welcome everyone again to another edition of Making Money Monday. Here's my eBay sales update video for October 9th through the 15th. How you doing, Mike? Thanks for stopping by. Lauren, how you doing? John, Cincinnati Picker, and a bunch of people popping in the room. Hey, you were just watching me. Oh, I'm watching you. Kind of freaky. Yeah. I seen you were going live about noon, so I figured I would wait just a little bit. I had some things that were going on this morning. Had to stop out and see my grandma. She's in a nursing home. Then hit a couple local charity thrifts today, and I did really, really awesome with that. So I might do another little live haul video here in just a little bit. Show you some of the items I got. I got some pretty good stuff earlier today, so she's got a bunch of people popping in on the roads again. How you guys doing? Lucky Reseller, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. I'm going to jump into this. Like I said, I'm going to do this quick little sales update video here, and then if you guys got questions or whatever, go ahead and throw them in the chat, and I'll try to answer them and what have you, and then we'll try to make this short and sweet anyway. How you doing, Lonnie? Thanks for popping in. Trying to get this OBS down. Hopefully the screen looks a little better. Lonnie's been kind of trying to help me out a little bit with this, get my resolution and what have you. Nathan, how you doing? Nathan Eddings says hello, first time for the chat. How you doing, Nathan? Andy is king of the pick, so I don't know about that, but I do what I can. All right, so anyway, like I said, I got about 20 items I'm going to share with you guys today. Just some of the stuff I sold over the past weekend, just some different stuff. I'll probably tell you what I paid for it, why I picked it up, what I got for it, and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to jump into it, so hopefully I don't miss too much of the chat here and what have you. So anyway, up first, so this oh shoot, I don't know what the heck happened here. I just lost my my screen. Shoot. Hang on, guys. Yeah, technical difficulty right off the bat here, guys. Sorry about that. Crap. Okay, I think we're back on board now. All right, so anyway, first up, sold this Wrangler men's 3 extra large tall, just pearl snap shirt. It's pearl snap, and it's big size, tall. Kind of one of the reasons why I ended up grabbing this. I really like the tall, big sizes. But anyway, yeah, just regular old, the old Wranglers that you could get at Kmart or wherever. I got $24.99 out of that. Free shipping. This here was probably my home run for the week. This here is a Garmin Street Pilot. This is a really, really old Garmin. God, this thing is almost looked like a television set. It was super thick, kind of heavy, and I don't know if you can see it in any of my photos or not. This is actually a picture of it plugged in my truck, so I could show it powered on and working. But I had a remote with it and stuff like that. But you can see on the box how this unit is actually pretty thick and what have you. So yeah, just one of these old Garmins, and like I said, it had a remote control and what have you. So little carrying case and whatnot. So yeah, really nice sale there. They sold this you want to call it Tommy Bahama, just mock sweater. It's all wool. Yeah, really, this one here was a really nice find. I think I picked this up for about $4, charged by our shipping, because this was a heavy item. But anyway, yeah, this is a really nice item here. Like I said, sweaters, wool, any of that sort of stuff always goes pretty good this time of year. Sold this here, Pendleton men's double extra large, just silk shirt. Don't run across a lot of Pendleton stuff. I mean, that's silk. If you get the Pendleton wool and what have you, that stuff there usually goes pretty decent. That's what tag looks like, guys, for you guys who aren't familiar with Pendleton. If I can get it to load, and apparently it's not going to load. I think this OBS is really sucking up some of my my computer's horsepower. This is just a regular Harley Davidson extra large t-shirt, you know, nothing crazy, just one of them bread and butter Harley items I like to pick up. It's red, you know, nothing crazy on the back, but it does have Las Vegas. A lot of the Las Vegas stuff does really well, especially for Harley. Anyway, well, Lonnie says, man, that's a great price on that GPS. Yeah, it was a pretty crazy GPS. I paid $2 for that at a local charity thrift, which was an absolute steal. Like I said, it had that bag, the box, I mean, everything was in there. So that was a super, super good price for that. I was definitely happy to find that item. Kelly said, I'm trying to befriend you and Lonnie on Facebook. Okay, Kelly, I'll double check my friend thing here. Every once in a while I get random ones, or sometimes they go into other areas and I don't always see them. So if I'll double check, Kelly, and make sure that I add you to my friends list. Tonya Thrifty Treasures is in the chat. How you doing, Tonya? Bargain Finder, hello. On the roads again says, I got a 3XL Harley Las Vegas shirt listed right now. In fact, awesome. You should do really well with that. 3X always does good. Doesn't matter what it is. You know, like I said, I sold that Wrangler shirt for 24 bucks. I mean, it's just, you know, one of them run-of-the-mill, just boring Wrangler shirts. So, I mean, maybe a little bit more than what some people would get for that, but you know, it's just one of those items that, you know, being a pearl snap and it's a big size and a tall, just kind of all the way around, just a bunch of wins on that item. Sold these here shoes. These are Johnston and Murphy. Just really nice shoes, men's size 13, just a pair of Oxfords or whatever, but, you know, really, really super nice shoes. These are clean, had really, really good tread on them and stuff like that. I think I got a picture of the heels somewhere. Yeah, I mean, these things are like brand spanking new. I think I paid like $5 for these God, I can't remember if I got these at a charity thrift. I think I got these at a charity thrift, and then so I got $50 out of. I think I actually I got these might have been on sale, so I think I got around $44 for these. It might have been like 10% off, but buyer paid shipping, so you know, nice little return on a pair of shoes. I always charge shipping on shoes because shoes usually weigh between 3 and 4 pounds typically. Let's see here. Another sweater. This is regular Ralph Lauren lamb's wool. You know, wool is just a great item. Just be really careful when you're picking up wool. Really inspect it. Make sure there's no holes, and make sure you take measurements of wool. Because if somebody ends up washing wool, it is going to shrink. So definitely make sure you have your measurements down when you're doing wool. But, you know, just regular nice, has a pony on it and stuff like that. Just a plain basic, you know, like I said, Ralph Lauren gray lamb's wool sweater. So not too bad. Resell Devil 666 says, do you get more traffic using hyphens in your listings? Honestly, I don't know one way or the other whether I do or not. Sometimes I use the hyphens just to take up space, and then it kind of separates the words just a little bit, so they kind of stand out. Maybe it makes it a little more eye-catching. You know, I use them in some things I don't. Whether or not that they give me, you know, I get more traffic with that, probably not. Just because it's taking up spaces of where I could have an additional keyword or something like that. But you know, on certain items, you know, you just run out of keywords and stuff like that. So, you know, I'll just put the spaces in there, or a lot of times, even if I have a lot of space, you know, I'll do a hyphen and then I'll write free ship or something like that in there just to help take up all the space. Because I try to use every character spot that I can in my titles, Resell Devil. So I hope that helps. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, it's just everybody talking in the thing. Let's see what do we got next here, guys. This here's just regular Ralph Lauren polo, just with them bread and butter polo shirts, double extra large. You know, nothing crazy shirt. Just bread and butter item, $24.99. Up next, sold this J. Crew. This is actually an older shirt. You can tell by my photos. I like about half of it in the picture there. Yeah, these are terrible. Yeah, this is just a regular J. Crew shirt. I believe I got $16.99 for this. This either was on sale or I took a best offer. I've had this shirt in my inventory for quite a while. Like I said, I can tell that just by the way that some of these photos are. These are not the best. This here is an Igara. This is a really good brand to look out for. I believe this is like a Men's Warehouse brand, but this is a 5X Flip cuff, non-iron, classic fit shirt. Really, really nice shirt. Just it's a big boy shirt. I mean, this thing is a monster. So the pattern looks like. I got turned on to this. Actually, I was watching Casey the Rockstar Flipper's channel one day, and he was talking about this brand. He said this is a brand that he actually likes to wear himself. So, I'll pick this up if it's 2X or bigger. I don't think I usually ever pick. I think I did sell some Igara extra large talls here, just a little while back. But since they were talls, I did pick those up. But pretty much, if I can find anything 2X or bigger, I will pick them up. So I got $29.99 out of that. Free ship, not a bad price for a big boy shirt. So this is another one of these Pendleton all wool. You guys noticing the theme here today. I sold a lot of wool this weekend. Pendleton wool is great. This is the worsted wool. Just regular. I don't know. It's actually, I think this shirt here went to the global shipping program as well. But just regular old plaid. Nothing crazy, just wool shirt. So let's see, where's the tag at? Yeah, this is the Sir Pendletons. Those are, I think, the little nicer line of the Pendleton brand. But yeah, nice little shirt there. Was $39.99. That actually might have been $37. I can't remember, but anyway, still a really good price for that shirt there. Sold this here. This is a terrible photo. I don't know what I was thinking on this one. But this here is just a Lana burger. I got this at a garage sale. I paid 50 cents for this. I actually picked up 2 of these. This is their Horizon of Hope. It's a cancer. It's basically just a little pill box. But anyway, I got $14.99 out of that. Free shipping. So like I said, I had 50 cents into it. It cost me $2.60 to ship. So basically made about 12 bucks on this. And the best part is on this tag, you can see the tag here. On the back side of this tag, it had the actual price on the tag. It was $7. My wife had a hard time trying to figure out how something that cost originally $7, I was able to get 14 out of it. But I said, it's just kind of one of those supply and demand things, I did peel the little price tag off, so they didn't see what it was. But I'm sure whoever bought this knew what this thing probably ran for. Let's see here. Resale Devil says his not so best photos are what my photos want to be when they grow up. Well, yeah, this is, like I said, this is not one of my best photos. I should have never taken this on the background that I did. It just really doesn't pop at all. I think this looks like dog crap, but it's just my own personal opinion. On the Roads Again says I grabbed 4 of these Igaras Goodwill bins last week. Paid $5.50 for all 4 of them. That's a great price. If they're all the same size, I would definitely just take and lot them together. You'd probably get some pretty decent money, honestly, out of that. You'd probably get, I'd figure around $70-$80 probably for them 4 shirts if you lot them all together. No problem. And then, you only got 1 shipping price. Nathan Eddings says, I'm trying to duplicate some of your techniques for listing. So thanks for the time and effort you put into them. Hey, no problem, Nathan. That's what we're here for. Everybody learns from everybody. I learned from, guys like Lonnie and John and Tonya and, Glenn and all these guys. These guys have been doing this for a long time. And you know what I mean? I'm no expert at any of this. I'm always learning as well. So, yeah, I'm definitely glad to pass on some of the things that I've learned and mistakes I've made. I always like sharing mistakes and stuff like that too, so hopefully you guys don't do the same thing that I did. I think that's sometimes important when you're doing like these sales updates and stuff like that, is listing your bombs, because I definitely screw up from time to time, so I like throwing them out there. I know there's some people when they do their sales updates or what have you, they just list all home runs, which is awesome, but I think the average reseller has just as many, we'll call them bombs as they do hits. So yeah, Lauren says that she wishes she could go to the bins more often. I just hate it. I hate it so much there. Oh my gosh, Lauren, I totally agree. The closest bin store to me is about an hour away. I've been twice, and both times I absolutely hated it. It's a whole different environment, man. If you're not used to that, and man, the people that are there, they're regulars. They all know who each other is. is crazy. It's just not for me. I mean, if somebody wants to go, I'd be more than happy to go with them sometime, but I just have a hard time staying there and just digging through stuff. And it could be, too, that I'm just gotten awful picky with a lot of the things I pick up anymore. The stuff at the bins maybe not necessarily isn't the nicest, or, it's just all wadded up and wrinkled. It's just, yeah, it's like MMA fighting in there for real. Yeah, sometimes it gets pretty crazy. Yeah, and like Lonnie says, yeah, plenty of stink bombs. Yeah, man, the last time I went, yeah, man, it was Mr. Stinky. And he kept trying to crowd himself in there every time that they would bring stuff out. It was just like, this is just not for me, man. God bless all you guys, man, who do go to the bins and get stuff at the bins and what have you, man. That's wonderful, and maybe your bins are way nicer than ours. I mean, the one that I have near me, yeah, I don't even know if it's been open for a whole year yet or not. But man, so it's a relatively nice facility, but man, it's just a whole different group of people, man, that are in there, and they pretty much just stake the ground, and it's just a survival of the fittest sort of thing, man. It's pretty crazy. There's nothing I need that bad that I got to sit and fight with some of these people for. It's just, in my opinion, just not worth it. Let's see what else we got here. Picked this up here just the other day. I actually took a picture of this. I sent it to Shane over at Rise and Grind Picks. We've kind of been going back and forth a little bit, just throwing little bolos at each other, and I happened to find this at a local thrift last week, and I told him be on the lookout for Tabasco brand stuff. Man, I sell Tabasco brand stuff in like hats, ties. If you can find the polo shirts, and they'll say like Tabasco along the collar, usually it'll almost look like a Hawaiian type of shirt, but it'll be on a polo, and it'll have like an embroidered Tabasco on the collar. Those usually go for some pretty good money. I typically flip that stuff pretty quick. And this time of year, it's chili season, so people are doing the hot chili contests, cook-offs. All your peppers are all coming on. And what have you. So, but yeah, anyway, I picked this up for $1 and sold it for $19.99, and I think just a couple days of listing. John, the Cincinnati Picker, says, I thought you were a Rise and Grind Picker. Yeah, I did last night, if any of you guys reseller six-pack show, and I've just had a crazy couple of days. I had a lot going on, and it was funny. We were doing our introductions last night for any of you guys who maybe didn't see that show yet or what have you. Yeah, flashed up on the screen, Rise and Grind Picker, and they ask, state your name and what you're drinking, and right away up pops Rise and Grind Picker. And my dum-dum, yeah, I just said Rise, I'm Rise and Grind Picks, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm like going, what am I doing? So, yeah, it was, it was a bozo no-no on my end. Everybody got a good laugh. I'm okay at laughing at myself, that's for sure. Yeah, Tennessee Picker says, yeah, he doesn't like the bins either. Andy, I shot a wedding at Avery Island one time. Oh, that's awesome. All right, just kind of catching up on the chat here real quick. Man, you guys all just going. Okay, On the Roads Again says it's just 1 day bin per month. They started in their back warehouse, although it got 2 light new North Face. Oh, that's awesome, man. That'd be great to find some nice North Face jackets. Man, I don't have, I don't have very good luck with North Face stuff hardly anymore. I don't know why. I do know there's a lot of fake North Face stuff out there, so you definitely want to be careful with that. There is one of them little iridescent little seals that are usually on the tags. It'll be or a holographic logo, usually underneath the tag. Always we want to look for that. And that's a good way to know that you do have an authentic, an authentic North Face item. Andy said, "Forget these folks." Yeah, time for another beer, right? Yeah, it's been a crazy day. Yeah, classic bozo no. Oh my God, this little chat's getting me all thrown off. This here was another really good item I sold this week. I picked this up at a garage sale for $10. Here, I don't know, probably a month or so ago. I've had a lot of offers on local Let Go and Offer Up. and I think I did have this on a Facebook Marketplace. I was getting a lot of offers for $50. I really didn't want to let it go for 50 because I knew it was worth a little bit more. This is a really nice, just Kenwood car stereo, but it had the Bluetooth, it had a remote, detachable faceplate, all that good stuff. This thing is in super good shape and condition. The manual was there, had the box. All the stuff was included. Like I said, this is has iPod connectivity, USB. This thing is was pretty well top of the line. So I got $80 out of that plus $10 shipping. So that was a really nice sale there. Sold these MBT shoes the other day for I guess what date is? Oh, I sold these yesterday actually for I believe these went for $44.99 as well. I don't know what the deal is with MBT. This is like the second or third pair I've sold here probably in the past month. I don't know if it's like an orthotic-y type of shoe or what, but they definitely have an odd shape to them. I mean, if you look at them, you can tell they're a little on the bulky side. It's just kind of a big clunky type of shoe. They sell for some pretty decent money. And this one here actually had some kind of jacked up stitching on the back. If you kind of see that, I don't know what the deal is with but yeah, that one there was a little odd, so I don't know what's going on with that shoe. So hopefully I don't have any, I don't get a return or nothing like that. But I did disclose that there was, some stitching issues or whatever with it. And then I just sold this here, just Nike, double extra large, just performance shirt. And this is kind of like a basketball performance. This is a little different style than some of their other ones, but yeah. So, and this had the old gray tag on it, so this is a little older. We got $17.99 out of that. Then on the reseller 6-pack show last night, I sold these shoes during that show, and then Lonnie had to come in and upstage me with his $150 tarot cards. So way to go, Lonnie. Had come in and steal my thunder. But anyway, yeah. So I was happy to get rid of these little Eastlands. Nothing crazy shoes, but they were in really good shape and condition. I think I only paid like $3 for these shoes. So and these, I believe, last night sold for $24.99. So yeah, nice pair of shoes. I think these are waterproof. Yeah, these were waterproof. So not a bad return there. Nice soles. And what have you, and decent size, 11.5. I sold this hat. Here's just a Toby Keith hat. Yeah, this new with tags. I picked this up, I believe, at Goodwill. This is a Goodwill or garage. I think I got this at Goodwill or garage sale. But yeah, new with tags. Sold this for $24.99, free ship. Then last but not least. Sold this here, Ralph Lauren X. This is like the sporting line of Ralph Lauren. If you guys ever run across Ralph Lauren X in anything, pick that up. It is way more desirable than any of the other Ralph Lauren stuff other than Ralph Lauren Purple Label. This stuff is, I guess you would compare this a little more to like the North Face or that sort of stuff. It's more like they're outdoor. It's more of like a younger brand or, what have you. But yeah, these things... Man, Ralph Lauren X goes for some pretty good money. It's got the RLX, and this was a super lightweight little like puffer vest. I was actually able to ship this first class. Yeah, it was just a really, and this is what the label looks like. Usually, all the Ralph Lauren X Extremes or X always has just big RLX, usually all over it somewhere, designating that it is that from that line. So. Yeah, definitely a good brand to look out for is Ralph Lauren Extreme. So anyway, I'll go back to the chat here real quick, and then if you guys have any questions or comments for me, that's pretty much everything. Not everything I sold, but my 20 items, I guess, for this week is typically what I like to take and throw at you guys. About 20 items a week. I want to bust through this here pretty quick. On the Roads Again says hologram verified. Yeah, the holograms, I guess, are a really good idea. I wish I had a North Face shirt here to show you, because I know I did pick up a North Face item the other day, and that was the first thing that I looked for was the hologram. Because like I said, it's just one of those items that gets faked. They fake everything, and they're so good at it, it's so hard to tell. Lonnie says max headroom for sure. John Cincinnati Pecker said... Picker says looks like non-slip shoes. Yeah, they're a funky shoe. I don't know what the deal is with them. Like I said, they're just a really weird shoe. But you know what? I mean, for $50, I'll take it all day long. John says only Andy could get $50 for some ugly used shoes. Yeah, you know, I'm pretty picky when it comes to shoes. Actually, I'm gonna say before I do my haul video, I did pick up a pretty sweet pair of shoes today. Little different, and I actually got a really good price on them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little haul video here, probably here in maybe just a little bit. If not, I'll probably do it tomorrow. I got to see what else I got going on. Anyway, yeah, but I got a lot of really good items for some really good money. So I was definitely happy with that. Yeah, that's a really badass Marty McFly vest. Yeah, Back to the Future vest. Yeah, it almost reminds me of yeah, the Marty McFly vest. Oh my gosh, that's kind of funny. EMT Flipper, do you have any luck with Harley Davidson boots? Yeah, I've sold my share of Harley boots. It's just, for me, I don't pick up very many because it's really hard to get them for a good price. Typically, whenever I find them anywhere, usually, you know, they're $40 on the low end on up. You know, I mean, so to buy a pair of boots for $40 and then still get some decent money out of them, I mean, they would have to be almost brand new. You know, I mean, still for me to to pick up a pair of boots for 40 and maybe ask 100, you know, 40 to get 60 back, you know, I don't know if that's really worth my time. You know, it's everybody has their own business model, so I guess, you know, it's whatever works best for you. Me, I'm probably not going to dump 40 to get 60 back. It's just me personally. You know, I mean, if I can get them for $10, and they're a bigger size boot, nice boot, and maybe they got a lot of detail on them and stuff like that, and they're not all, you know, they're not all tore up, got some good treads on them. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'll pay 10 or 15, you know, possibly 20, depending on the boot and the style. I have sold several pairs of women's boots, but, you know, I just don't have the best luck with women's stuff, period. It doesn't matter what it is. I just have a really hard time selling women's items. I did buy a women's mannequin here recently, and I haven't even used it yet. So, because like I said, I'm really picky on picking up the women's items, but just one of them avenues I'm trying not to head down yet. So, you know, I got enough stuff in my own, you know, the men's category, and then just hard goods to keep me busy for sure. So, no problem. Yeah, definitely McFly Life Preserver. Yeah, definitely. Lauren says, hey, your pictures are seriously blowing my mind. Thanks, Lauren. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, you know, and I kind of discussed this last night a little bit on the Reseller six-pack. You know, I take all my photos in my basement. You know, I got just a old basement down here, so there's no natural light and what have you. I do have a couple light kits or light boxes, whatever you want to call it. They do have the 5 kind of like not fluorescent lights, I forget what they call them, bulbs, but they're super bright white bulbs. There's 5 of them in each box. I do have 2 of them, and they do a really good job for down here, but you know, I still get that little bit of yellow tinge on a lot of my stuff. So like an item like this vest, I do run it through a program. I don't get any affiliate stuff or endorsements or nothing like that. So, but you guys can go check out, it's a website called Clipping Magic. And I believe, like I said, it is a pay site, or you might get so many free clips or whatever it is that you can use. And then I will run I'll run some of my pictures through there, depending on what it is. Like an item like this, where I'm going to get a little bit more money. You know, I don't want a dingy yellow background and stuff like that on it. I want this thing to pop. Glenn Swamp Picker says, what type of watts? It's pretty high. I forget what the Kelvin. I think it's the Kelvin of the bulbs is actually pretty high. I'll find out what it is for you, Glenn, and I'll send a message to you. Otherwise, I gotta hop up and take a look. But actually, I don't think the wattage is actually that crazy, because it almost looks like them. It's like those fluorescent corkscrewy type bulbs. Yeah, it's not the LEDs. I've definitely looked at the LEDs. Them things are awesome. They're super bright, but I do know those are a little more expensive. I think the 2 light kit boxes that I got, I think they ran like $70. So that wasn't too bad. And I think I've only had to replace 2 bulbs in the units, and I've had them over a year. So I think that's pretty decent. And there's like, in the kits I have also, there's 5 switches on the back, so you can actually adjust the amount of light that comes from those boxes as well. You could control all the bulbs. So that was pretty, that's pretty slick. Lauren says she has some LEDs right now, but you need more. I have 2 4-bulb units. Awesome. Yeah, that's definitely, I think I almost need like an overhead light. That would really, really help. So I have two that kind of point at an angle, so that kind of eliminates a lot of the glare, and it does a really good job. But I think if I have one more that actually shines down from above, I think that would really, really take care of the rest of my, I guess, photography issues that I think I have. But yeah, definitely, if you guys want to, go check out that Clipping Magic. And I also use another program. It's called PicMonkey. That's another online program. It's really, really powerful. You can do a lot of stuff with it. Sometimes I'll use that just to crop photos or whatever. There's a setting on there that says like square, so you can make a perfectly square photo, so it'll fill up the entire photo box. When you're doing your pictures and stuff like that. Normally whenever I'm doing, taking my pictures, I use my phone for everything. I have just a regular Samsung S7, and I set it to the 1:1 ratio, which makes a perfect size square. But sometimes when you're cropping stuff, you want to keep that 1:1 ratio. So like I'll put it in PicMonkey, and then I'll just set it to square. And it always leaves it, to the right size, so it utilizes the entire box space, and that's definitely what you want when you're doing your photos. Nothing worse than you see somebody's photo and they've only got a teeny, or they're only using about half of the box because that was just how they took their photo. Maybe they took their photo in. I don't want to say like landscape, but like vertical or whatever, so they've got all this like white off to the side, and then there's just this teeny, the whole photo is in a teeny little area, on the inside. So, yeah, I definitely want to use the whole entire canvas, kind of like what this photo is here. I pretty much just cropped this, so I have the majority of the entire box all filled in. Same with like my tag, everything's filled in. So when you're looking or you're searching, this thing's just really, really going to jump out at you. You want the least amount of background showing that you can. Sherman. Mike Sherman says, do you have a link to your lighting kit? Mike, no, I don't. Basically, I could probably put a link to it in the description when this video is over. I'll just put, I guess, like an eBay link or whatever. I don't have any Amazon affiliate links or anything like that. But it's just basically, I think it's just called Photos, or it's, just one second. It's Photo... I believe it says like LS Photo Studio or something like that, but it's just a 5-light softbox. Honestly, probably if you just go on eBay, type in 5-light softbox or whatever, or 5-bulb softbox, they should pop up. You get like 2 units, and they run about $70, right in that $70 range, and I believe that's like with the free shipping. So not too bad. Let's see. Yeah, Lauren says she always uses square setting. That is the best, definitely. Lauren says, I keep having to take pics at night, and it's killing me. They were perfect when I could take them in the daylight with the LEDs. Huh. Yeah, that's... I've tried experimenting with all kinds of stuff with doing my pictures and what have you. And like I said, I do this in we'll just call it a dark, dingy basement. And you guys can see behind. I'm downstairs right now. It looks nice and bright and what have you. I do have a lot of fluorescent light down here, but fluorescent light is not the best for taking photos. That will definitely leave a really yellow tinge. You're just going to naturally pick that up unless you got a really good camera where you can adjust the white balance and what have you. And I know you can do that with your cell phone. You can adjust the white balance, but I don't know how to do it well enough. I'm not that advanced in photography and what have you. And like I said, for me, it's just as easy to run a couple photos through some sort of photo editor or something like that. It's usually really quick. I've got it down where I can do it pretty fast. I try not to do everything through there because, you know, I mean, you get a ton of stuff. It does get definitely time consuming. So, you know, I don't want to be doing that either. But, you know, for my higher price items and what have you, yeah, definitely I like to run things through Clipping Magic so it really, really pops out. It looks like a, what's it called, like a magazine type of photo or a, I guess, a stock photo. Says, yeah, I always use square second. Okay, yes, please. What do you use for your background? Just a white wall. Actually, I went to Walmart, and they have these trifold. They're basically, it's like trifold poster board, but it's real heavy. It's almost like a foam board. I don't even remember how much it cost. I know it was relatively cheap. When they fold out, they actually fold out to pretty good size. And then I just picked up some plain white poster board. Usually I just set the poster board down, and then I'll set the trifold board up on top of that, and I would just shoot into that. It would make a really nice white, you know, it'd give you nice white sides because you could adjust sides in and out. It would give you a nice white base. But recently, though, I have bought a backdrop. I bought a 5x7 vinyl backdrop, and that's, you know, most of my stuff. Here, I'll show you what that looks like, guys. Oh, shoot. Actually, let me see if I can find. Okay, like here, this photo here with the camera. This is what my new backdrop looks like. It's just kind of like this. It's kind of a gray, but it's just basically like a brick. You can see like this gray brick, and then it's got, you know, like a floor or whatever. It's just pretty much what my my backdrop looks like now. I really love it. You know, the photos aren't as nice as, you know, when I was when I would just run everything through the Clipping Magic, but I don't have all that time editing everything either. So now pretty much like with, we'll just say like this Pendleton shirt, you know, I mean, I'm just leaving that my background up just like this, but what I'm doing is I'm popping the first photo. I'm just editing just like maybe one photo. So this is the lead photo. eBay is going to, what are they? This here's another just photo of with that background and stuff like that. I don't have hardly any editing to do, and I mean the photo looks pretty good. But you know, eBay's really pushing the all white background, so I at least want my lead photo to be white and everything, except for like my shoes and maybe some of my other stuff. I'm not doing that. Yeah, Lauren says she already uses that now for her shoes, flat lays, etc. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it definitely helps, and like I said, it saves so much time. I hate editing photos. And like I said, I was just trying to do my best. Actually, I sold a lot of older items where I actually was popping all the backgrounds, but you know, like that one was terrible. But you know, even with hats, I mean, this is honestly, I think this is a horrible picture for a hat. You know, before, you know, I mean, I would usually just take and pop the background on this. The beige is just one of those colors that always looks terrible. You know, like I said, unless you're doing something, but even like, you know, like I said, this Toby Keith hat, you know, it's kind of the same thing as beige. Beige always looks awful. I hate taking pictures of beige. I hate taking pictures of ivory, white. Those always just come out terrible, in my opinion. But, yeah, but I definitely really like the vinyl background, and I think that background was only like the one I have is a 5x7, and I think I only paid like $10 for it, and it might even been shipped. So one of the better investments I have made for my business for sure, other than getting the light kit. The light kit was a huge game changer. But yeah, the vinyl background definitely a big, huge time saver, huge, especially for like the smaller stuff and what have you. Man, I could just set stuff there, set my phone 1-to-1, snap, and man, I'm all ready to upload photos. So I don't even have to run stuff, like I said, through the Clipping Magic and what have you. I used to do that for my shoes. I used to run my shoes through the Clipping Magic, but obviously, I think with these photos and stuff like that, there's definitely no need to do that. I think personally they look pretty decent. All right, guys, you know, got any other questions for me or anything? I'll answer them here real quick. Otherwise, I am going to get the heck out of here, and then I'm going to see if I'm going to do this haul video tonight or if I'll do it tomorrow after I get off work. So, like I said, if you guys got anything, feel free to fire away here real quick, and then otherwise, we will get out of here. Definitely appreciate everybody for popping out, stopping in, you know, commenting in the comment section. Thanks, Lauren, and thanks for kicking my butt in fantasy football this week. My my team just has totally fell apart. Man, this is I've had probably one of the worst fantasy football teams that I've had this year. And in my other league, my big league that I do with a bunch of guys from work and stuff like that, I had Aaron Rodgers in that league. Yeah, and I lost him this week. So that team's going down the hole too. So it's been a rough week. I lost my first game last week, and then I lost one this week. So that thing's heading down the rabbit hole as well. So. And I believe this week I play John, the Cincinnati picker, I think. So, yeah, he's probably going to put a hurting on me unless he's got a whole bunch of guys on bye week. So, God, fingers crossed, because I got to take and find me a replacement quarterback now. Mike Raleigh says, great show. Thanks, Mike, for stopping in. I appreciate it. And, like I said, if anyone's got any questions, like I said, or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below if you don't want to, ask them here. You guys can hit me up on Instagram. I should have links to my Instagram account and stuff like that. And I always put some just random sales, random finds, some random pickups I have or whatever. And then sometimes I'll, maybe what I'm drinking that day, or I enjoy a good cigar once in a while. So sometimes I put cigars on there and pictures of my dog and whatnot. So I give you guys a little look inside my life to just kind of outside of reselling. But anyway, yeah, I think that's going to do it. That's my time. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, fins up. Bye, everybody.